Welcome to Switch It Up. Today's a drive day. And
not far.
Short drive days. Oh boy, you hear that? Air. We've already been met with challenges. Our short drive days, if you're an RVer, you know, sometimes bring the most challenges. So we had to jump through a lot today. How about we just do a drive day, move day, normal video for us? We've done like the setups on the inside, the setups on the outside, just like what it's like to really do what we do.
I'd rather be filming in like 70-degree weather.
We're not chasing 70 this year. We're elected to be with family.
Grandbabies, that's what we're doing.
All right, I think we are aired up and we're going to hit the road, and we'll gonna do a little rewind to see how we got to this point. It's no fun.
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it up.
Okay, let me try again. It's not even like engaging, like it's not even, there's no sound. Like, of course, on a small travel day, we're literally only going 57 miles to our next location, and the slide will not come in. So here's the thing. Whatever RV you get, it doesn't matter. Class A that you spend a couple $1 million on, to a little pop-up travel trailer or a little tent trailer, something's gonna break. Just know that. It's always gonna happen. Stinks when you're all ready to go and it's 100 degrees outside and you just want to get on the road. It's never fun, but it's just gonna happen. Stay tuned.
There's no power to the motor.
Todd's on the phone with Spacecraft. There's 2 motors on our desk slide and on our kitchen slide, and one of them just doesn't seem to have power to it. So trying to see, is it a fuse? Some wiring come loose? Don't know. And yes, we're in Branson. We hung out with our kids down here, and I'm headed home here shortly. We have a stop in Springfield. We had a Convoy of Hope meeting that we were supposed to be doing, but due to the disasters happening across the United States and Texas and New Mexico, that team isn't going to be able to meet with us. So we're rescheduling that for the fall. So thankfully, we're not far from home. We're like 4.5 hours from home. And so that means we're about 4.5, 5 hours from Spacecraft, which is good. Just got to get the slide in to do that. And I have a hair appointment. I know for you ladies that are on the road, you know it's hard to get your hair done on the road. It's just part of RV life. Gotta be flexible. Because it's just one side of that slide, it's just something with that, it's not the motor.
Don't know if it's the motor. I have to pull everything out, and then you have to hit the button.
Ugh. Alright, let me help. It would be great if this had happened in when it's 70 degrees, not 100. Right?
We good? Yep. Alright. So what it is, it's the limit switch. So the limit switch got stuck somehow, and it was not allowing the, here, let me show you. So the way these work is different. It's a screw type system, and there's a limit switch, and that plunger on that limit switch was not working properly. So therefore, it just, something really stinking small and stupid.
So did we do something that would cause the limit?
No.
Like it didn't hit a limit? It didn't, like we didn't
No, it's a plunger. And when the plunger gets stuck, it doesn't close or open the loop, and then there's no power to the motor.
Well, thankfully that was super small and easy, but we're learning something. I mean, you don't really learn things about your rig until something goes wrong, right? And then you learn how something works.
So let's pull the slide in. Oh, look at this. I need to check my Aqua Hot liquid for heating in the basement. There's a lot of room down here, look at me. It's an interesting thing. So this is all like normal construction you would see from building a house, mixed in with this frame. This frame is absolutely insane. If you watch how we built this thing, and how spacecraft designs everything, it's nuts. Look at these I-beams, like they're crazy. All right, it's time to crawl out, put everything back, and then we hit the road.
All right, small delay, but let's get on the road. One of the things for us that is super helpful is that Kansas City is home, and it's right in the brake check, yes, in the middle of the United States. That's also right where spacecraft is. So we're getting ready to do a quick brake check here.
All right, I've got brakes, left blinker, right blinker, and hazards.
One of the things that's helpful for us is then when this spacecraft needs to go back in for some maintenance or some warranty work or anything like that, like you see our awning right there. Well, typically in your walk around you would notice things like that, but we've got a bad batch awning. It doesn't have enough stitching, or doesn't have any stitching in it, and it's coming apart. So they need to fix that. So while we're back in the Kansas City area, we will be taking this back for some repairs. But today, I'm glad that slide was just a small little issue and we can get on the road. Like I said, we're only going to Springfield, only going an hour. We'll head to Kansas City after a short little quick stay in Springfield, stop by Convoy of Hope. Regardless of your RV, you always want to do brake check before you hit the road. And then I like to walk the site after he pulls forward, just to make sure we don't leave anything behind. We have left numerous water splitters behind. I know you have too.
Now I gotta try to make it around this tree. So I'm gonna swing out this way to miss this tree that's over here. Hopefully. I'm gonna take up every bit of real estate. The thing is you have to get your axles past the object you're concerned with. If you can see, that tree doesn't seem like a big deal until I start making this turn. Oh yeah, we're gonna be good. Sheila's back behind me, checking. Any tail swing issues? You didn't think I needed that much real estate, but look where I'm coming out. Like, I'm coming out right on those rocks. Sometimes you have to go swing wide to stay where you need to be.
Nice job, babe. He did a good job. He's getting really much more confident and comfortable at this. I found a random screw. Gonna just take it with me, make sure it's not ours and that it doesn't go somewhere. And then it also doesn't get in somebody's tire when they're coming in next behind us.
Now becomes the parade. And the parade is everyone comes out to see us try to maneuver to get out. And they record. There's people recording. And I get it. I mean, it is quite the feat. So I make sure my tire pressures are all good. So I give it time it takes about 10-15 minutes before it's actually all good and ready to go. So I make sure before I hit the road we're all good with that, and I'll do a final walk around.
We're staying at the Embers Glamping and RV Resort here in Branson. They just opened last fall. And if you're interested in that park, we always do, Todd does a campground review on our app pretty much any place we stay, so that you guys can see where we've stayed, and we know that if we fit and navigated in there, you should be able to as well. Although there are several of you that are much larger unit than we are. Air conditioning. Off we go to the next spot. Just gonna help him make sure, like through any curves or anything, if he needs me to. Sometimes I jump out in front of him if he needs to make a wide curve, and I let him know if it's safe to go around or to make that wide curve, or to come around, or if he has traffic coming. But this, a small drive, although through the Ozarks, it's quite hilly and quite curvy. But since we're so close to our next spot, I will go ahead of him after we get him on the highway and get us checked in, and then scout out the location, make sure we're going to be able to get in there well.
A lot of times people don't understand, like, you need so much room to navigate these places. They just don't get it. So I'll take up 2 lanes sometimes just to get in and out of our RV spot. All right, we've got some really big turns coming up. It's not going to be the easiest. Branson is a great place to hang out and go see a lot of different shows and stuff. Navigating, when you probably have a Class A with a large tow behind, that could be a challenge for you. Just go slow. Make sure you observe those different routes. I run 2 different GPSs. I run the Garmin diesel, and then I use the Hammer app. It's free. The Hammer app's great. Actually, it's not led me astray as much. They just don't take into account any traffic problems that are up ahead. So then I also run Google Maps. So on travel day, I'm looking for bridges. I'm looking for, well, not just bridges for weight that I can't go over, that some of you may travel and have problems with, but I also am looking for height. And then you're looking on your route plan to see how many of those turns I just had to do where a right turn's gonna take up both options of traffic. It's gonna be your turning lane where people try to sneak up on your right-hand side because they don't understand that you're gonna turn right. And then it's gonna take up the opposite stuff when you're making that turn around. I mean, it's just part of the game when you're doing bigger RVs. There's my, the Hammer app's in the far right corner, Google Maps, and then the diesel. Well, this is kind of cool. Found a new place to put you where I don't have to think about anything. Just drive. Coming down these hills, man, I'll be high on Jake brake, which would be exhaust brake for most of us. Good old Branson. Just going to Springfield, this road, a lot of fun. So Sheila, she went on ahead of me, so she's up there in front. She knows that me going up hills, I'll only get to like 45 miles an hour. So she can run ahead and make sure that we'll fit in our RV spot. So that's kind of like the plan today. We're rolling in. Looks like I'm 2.5 miles RV park. I will say that this is the hardest. The last 2 miles, right when you get off the highway, you don't know what the RV park has to hold and what's going to happen. The roads could narrow or turns could be bad. That's the only thing different, just being this big versus being like a toy hauler with a Ram 3500. You just have to give a little more attention to make sure that you're on the right path. We should be getting close. It's a KOA. That's a hit and miss as well. The other thing I gotta look out for is like branches. Once you get off the main road, like this tree coming up, if they're light branches, it's no big deal, but if they're bigger branches, that's where it poses an issue. Generally, I shred the top and we leave leaves behind us because of the deck. All right, here we go. So now we'll go out. Make this loop. 1 mile to go. Road narrows. There is no shoulders. Probably the context of me driving. Still no news from Sheila. So hopefully we're on the right path. Oh no, there's a van lifer. This is gonna be a tough one, folks. Hold on. Gonna have to do it. This one's gonna be a double backer to make this corner. And then I might take out the stop sign. Freaking awesome. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a stop sign there. There's Sheila, so I'm at the right place. We're in. Right about now, Sheila will generally lead us to our spot.
You're gonna give me a second. I'm gonna go back here real quick and take a look at it just to make sure our corners are good.
Okay, that sounds good.
This looks like an older park, so things are always a little tighter.
Are we on Route 66, I guess? I see all these signs.
Yes, we are.
A lot of times for us, it's not necessarily the length of the site, because that's typically generally fine. It's just the corners getting to it, and then the corners getting out. So I just like to make a quick loop to make sure that it's going to work for getting us in and out before we get back here. Ain't nobody got time to get back in the corner and be stuck and not be able to figure out how to get in. Although all truckers have told us in the comments that if you can get in, you can get out. Seems like a good plan.
Good old historic Route 66. This KOA looks like a pretty cool little place. Some KOAs, it's hit and miss sometimes, but I don't mind KOAs. Some people don't like them. I think they're actually, I'd say 75% of the time, it's been an all right place for us for 1 or 2 nights as we're traveling through somewhere. They generally will have 1 or 2 sites that are big enough for us. But honestly, if they just had room for us to park in a field or off without any hookups, we would be fine with that too.
Okay, I'm coming up to get you. These are narrow. Gosh, they're narrow. Come up here to this corner.
All right, let's do this.
You see me? Come on up here. We're gonna go this way.
Am I going left?
You are going left.
How are the roads?
Narrow.
Oh my goodness.
Going left again.
Going left again. Oh, yeah, we have to go way wide here. Oh. Okay, made it. Barely. Then a right. Great. I don't think she realizes. We're gonna have to go in the grass, people. Oh man.
We're going into this one right next to me here.
I have to get around this concrete and not hit it, and then miss with my tires all the sewer stuff. Oh my gosh. And then we're gonna have to back up to try to straighten out. Thank goodness they allowed us to drive in the grass here. We're in, kinda. I like these rapid radios, okay? But I want you to know they don't work all the time. They're a pain. Like them and hate them at the same time. It is one of our main forms of communication on the road. And then we have a backup where we use just regular walkie-talkies if we need to. In essence, the whole process starts over again. Remember when we couldn't get off the truck the first time because we didn't have a truck pull?
Yes, we didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't know. I hear a train.
Imagine that.
Every RV park, airplanes or trains or highways. Well, we made it. Now we're seeing if Sheila can fit. We're barely in here. Oh yeah. Guess we'll see what the travel damage is today.
I got caught. Open up the rig and it's like, surprise!
Surprise, this is broken.
Let's see if there's any surprises in here. Can I just say thank you, Jesus, to whoever invented air conditioning. I don't know who it was, but you're a hero.
Well, we are taking up every foot here. It's got to be an 80-foot site though. That's good. Let's do water, electric, while she pushes out slides.
All right, let's turn some lights on and see if this slide's gonna work. Oh, it does. The warmer it is, it sounds like, you know, the seals, you hear this, the seals are like screeching just because they're hot and swollen.
Spacecraft, what they do is they put the power all the way to the back. And they said, because most of the pedestals are in the back. When have we ever seen pedestals in the back, people? They're generally right in the middle. So, as you can see, they only gave me 35 feet. So generally I'll have to use like an extension. Honestly, don't even really need power as long as we have a lot of sun. But it's just nice not to think about it, especially when running an air conditioner in the basement. That handles all the batteries to keep the batteries cool. And then we have 3 ACs on top. It's a mini split system, so it doesn't use as much power, but you know, how hard is it really to hook up electricity? It's not difficult.
Usually if there's anything that's jostled around, it's usually back here in the back. So let's take a look. Whoop, whoop. It's always a day to celebrate when travel day means nothing is broken.
We've been accused at some RV parks that we are an energy hog when we were camping. And I chuckled. I was like, we're hooked up to 20 amp. So everything just kicked on. All of the watchdog and everything is in here. So that's already plumbed in. So I don't have to think about any of that.
All right, let's get this baby set up.
I think I'll just do water. If I just do water, I don't need to worry about tanks. We're only here for a night. We've been asked a lot about our water system. The way I wanted to do water when we designed the RV was to not worry if I wanted to pump straight out of a pond into the holding tank and filter everything so we can drink it. So that was the design behind. There's only one thing I'm going to add to this that I haven't done is UV. At the time, UV was not one of my options, but it is now. So that'll probably be an upgrade we'll do. So we use the normal filter. There's also a pre-filter. So going through, and then this actually goes in through another filter. That's just like a sediment type filter. I'll show you it in a second. So we try to set our water regulator. I like to keep it around 50 PSI. And this is nothing special. It's just a pre-filter I set outside. And then I'll show you the water on the other side. So basically, I'm using a carbon filter, like a screen, a carbon filter into like a pre-filter. From here, this fills up the 150 gallon freshwater tank. If I hit bypass, it just goes into the normal system. But what we've had in the past, a lot of times things would get into the main tank, and then I'd have to have them run my other filters. Those filters would have to change out a lot. Now I'm just trying to prevent, because these are cheap in comparison to the RO system and things I have on the other side. Let me hook this up and then I'll show you that. I do love this flexible hose way more than the other hoses.
I always just put out the passenger side slides until Todd is done on the other side so that he has room to navigate and move around. And I just kind of start putting out what I can while I wait for the magical knock. That's my signal that all is good, that I can move forward now. Let's turn on this other air conditioner, shall we?
Power on, water's hooked up. Let's go inside and cool off, shall we? It's a little warm. It's a nice little KOA. That little toy hauler there. Plenty of room. Oh, look, you already got most of the stuff out already.
Just waited for the magical knock.
All right, that should be enough for today. I'm gonna sit,
Cool off.
cool off. We had some drama, normal drive day, hard turns.
You're sweating.
I'm sweating profusely.
We're too far south.
We're gonna keep seeing our kids, do some adventures. So thanks for tuning in today. But sometimes it's just nice to see a peek behind the curtain, because everyone asks, you'll never fit in places. What's it like driving that thing? You know, the challenges.
It's the same as everybody else's challenges.
It is. Super C's to big Class A's down to little travel campers.
Yeah.
I can't relate to 10 campers unless you watch the Bigfoot video. If you watch the Bigfoot video, I can relate to 10 campers. That was a lot of hooking up. But anyway, I mean, setting the tent up, getting a fire pit, a lot of work to tent camp.
Well, how would you like to tent camp in this?
No. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Let's get something.
And if you enjoyed this video, I'll put a video at the end of this that you might enjoy watching as well. And until we see you in the next little daily adventure, and keep watching. Really appreciate you to keep watching. Just click one more video. Just one more. It would help us out.
Just one.
Just one more. Pick any of them. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.